My name is Davonte Lacy, and I am CIC.
There's three type of people in this world. People that make it happen, people that watch it happen, and people that don't know what's happening.
Check it. Look at me, I'm all the way turned up. I ain't smoking, but my homie in here burnt up. Yeah, I'm working on him, but he straight though. Couple girls tryna twerk it on me, wait, no.
Hold up.
Before you even roll up, I'm in here with my lady, can't you see me, man, I'm sold up. Man, I'm in here tryna celebrate a birthday. And you know I'm good and well, it's a work day. No matter, we still gon' kick it. And we ain't
I'm here on Skype with one of my guys and little bro, Davonte Lacy. I'm sure you all know who he is. He's a starting guard at Washington State University. He's not at camp this year because he's got a big-time opportunity to play with the Pac-12 All-Star team that's traveling to Asia and getting to play in China. And it's a huge opportunity as he's preparing for his senior season. Hopefully, make the Cougs competitive in the Pac-12 and also position himself to be able to, play at the next level. So, Davonte, thanks for taking some time to talk and share with us your experience from, your CIC past. You've been involved for several years as a camper and as a coach, and I know it's something that's been important to you. And as we've talked about what the future holds, that CIC is something that you want to look at being involved with long term. So, when you think about CIC, as a camper and being around as a coach, what have been the big takeaways? What have been, what's impacted your game as a player and also as a person?
Well, just going into CIC, I was kind of open-minded just because it was a basketball camp and I love basketball. So just was open-minded going in as a camper, and it helped me a lot. Not so much, at the high school level, there's not many things that you haven't seen before, like in terms of drills and such, but in such of just work ethic. I remember when I was at camp, I was a sophomore in high school, going to be a sophomore. I was young, I was small, skinny, and I still remember the day you called me out and told me to do my push-ups and do my push-ups every night. And that just really stuck out to me because if I wanted to take the game seriously, basketball is more than just putting the ball in the hoop. It's having the strength and the ability to compete with the size and speed at the next level. And when you called me out, it really hit me that I needed to step up in that way. So just taking the game more serious in all aspects of my life, showing that basketball is not just when you show up to the gym. It's how you sleep, it's how you eat, it's how you carry yourself. It's a whole bunch of things. So I think CIC helped me with that, and in life with just my faith, helped me get closer to God. It actually was a start to me trying to change my life in a way, and just turning my life over to God and living for Him and stuff. So not only off the court, but also on the court, both aspects were really touched by CIC in my experience.
We have a theme this summer, which is renew your mind, elevate your game. When you think about things that you're doing to elevate your game, obviously, we have that kind of belief system that you can't change your external until you change your internal. And you think about elevating your game, even at the level that you're at, one of the elite college players in the country. What are the things that you're doing on a daily basis to try and renew your mind so that you can elevate your game?
It's just, to be basic about it, it's the way you think. I really like renew your mind because once you change the way you think, that's when you change the process of who you are and how you act. So I start I pray every day, and then after when you go through life, you think we have natural thoughts of just like sometimes it's doubt, or sometimes it's thought of the future, anxiety of certain things, but you have to think positive, and that's how I always think. I always think positive think of the positive end. I'm going to get better today. I'm going to do good on this test. I'm going to get all my homework done. Just certain things is just, that's when I hear renew your mind and that elevates your game. Once you think positive, things start correlating. Once you think positive, you go into a workout thinking positive. You have a good workout because of it, you get better, and you're elevating your game. So renewing your mind and elevating your game goes hand in hand. And with me, it's all about the way you think and how you approach certain aspects of life and certain situations is how you're going to get through.
I hear a lot of things about just having a positive mindset and getting yourself, mentally prepared. When you think about when you were, 16 versus, now being, going in to be a senior year in college, how much different is just the 15 minutes or 30 minutes before a practice, before a game, from when you were, a sophomore or junior in high school,
No, it changes a lot. I mean, the 15 minutes or 30 minutes, sometimes an hour before and even after, you got to take care of your body. And I think if I was 16, I would probably just change the way I take care of myself and change the way I approach the game. Unfortunately, I've been dealing with injuries since I've been at Washington State. And if I could change how I approach the game, I wouldn't take anything for granted. Every time I step on the court for a drill, anytime I don't know if you guys are going to do this year, but last year you guys did yoga. Every time we do something, I just don't want to take it for granted. So if I was 16 again, I would just cherish every moment and just use every experience to get better. One of my coaches told me every time you step on the court, it's either two things. One, you're getting better, or one, you're not getting better. You won't stay the same because you're putting in effort. And that effort has to go somewhere. So it's either going negatively towards your game or positive to the game. So every time I do anything, I just try to make it positive to try to make me a better person. So if I was 16, I would have started that process a lot sooner. Another thing that a lot of people don't think about at the age of 16 is taking care of your body. After practices and after running a whole bunch, you have to take care of your knees, your body. So I would have stretched a lot more. I would have ice bath a lot more in high school. Just little things about maturing and understanding that this game doesn't last forever. So you want to take care of your body while you have it and continue to prosper. So you got to keep working, but you also got to take care of your body. Get enough sleep at night. Eat right. A whole bunch of things have to correlate. So I would have started that a little bit sooner instead of college.
So I think that, there's a couple pieces that I kind of want to make sure we touch on before we conclude, and I really appreciate your time. The big one is CIC is more than just an experience. It's not a 7-day, camp. Obviously, you talked about change, and change is really important, and we're talking about basically changing our mind to help us change our game to get better. And similar to what your coaches said, I'm a firm believer that if you're not growing, you're getting worse. If you're not getting better, you're going backwards. You can't just stay stagnant. And so if we're not working to improve, we're not getting better. When you think about kind of that change that can happen or can be a catalyst, like I believe that CIC can be a start, the beginning of that change for athletes to really go home and make a difference, because 7 days at camp can make you a better player. But the 7 days after camp, the 14 days after camp, the 21 days after camp, the 42 days after camp, the 84 days after camp, that's really when the big strides happen. And so when you think about, CIC being a part of who you are as a person and who you are as a player, what are some of the attributes or defining moments or defining themes from CIC that you'd say, this is who I am because of CIC?
Like you said, CIC is only a 7-day experience, and to make anything a habit, you have to do it 21 times. So if you work out those 7 days, that's cool, but what about those other 14 days after that to continue a good habit? So I think CIC just taught me what I always bring away from CIC, and I always think about it by myself, is like you said, like every time you're experiencing, you're either going up or going down. And it's not just basketball, it's everything. And one thing about CIC is we get into the word a little bit with nuggets and for every day and certain stuff like that. So to have a process of actually learning every day, even though if I'm not in school, you learn about life or certain aspects of life. It's always having an open book, open mind. to further your knowledge. So all these nuggets, you can apply them to your life at any time. So whenever I see a nugget, it's not called a nugget. I mean, but whenever I see a quote or something that a powerful man says or a powerful woman says in text, I always take it and do what I did at CIC. We would take it and we would write about it and think about it that whole day. So if I see a quote or something that I see that really means something to me, I'll take it over the whole day and analyze it and understand how I can apply it to my life to make me a better person. So that's one aspect. That's just one of many that CIC has changed. Just discipline, overall discipline, the 3-strike rule. It doesn't change in the real world. You have chances and opportunities. You can mess up. But if you don't learn from those mistakes and those opportunities, then you're going to get punished. And fortunately at CIC, it's either waking up at 5 a.m. and running, or it's push-ups in the barracks at Camp Rylea. It's either or. But in real life, you get fired. So I use those in my life as just understanding what discipline is, responsibility is, and just growing up. Honestly, just to grow up, CIC helped me to show how it is the real world. We use basketball as a type of form to all get together and have this camp, but it also teaches us about life at the same time.
Great. Well, I really appreciate your time, and thanks for sharing with the group. I wish you great success on the trip to China on the team, and that your coming senior season is just a great year for you. So got you in your corner if you need anything. I'm always here for you, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll see you. I won't see you at CIC this year, but hopefully next year. And I'll see you when I play the Huskies and blow the Huskies out this year. I'll see you. I'll stop by.
I'll be cheering for you, man. All right. Talk soon.
All right.